My name is Woody Paul, and if you're looking for an entry-level luxury watch for 2025, let's take a look at this one. So I've had the luxury, pun intended, of running a Conte watch for the last 6 months, doing kind of a long-term test review of what I think is one of the better alternatives for an entry-level luxury watch for this year. I was initially drawn to Conte because of the face shape. Without getting into the AP Royal Oak territory, which most people don't necessarily find themselves in, it's really difficult to find a face shape and a watch shape that really stands out on a silhouette on your wrist. I have two different versions, the Claude, which is a non-chronograph date window, and then I also have been rocking the chronograph shape. There's obviously two dynamically different applications to these watches, but I wanted to highlight some key differences in both of these. The Claude that I was given has a white face, it has a date window, but it's lacking Indiglo, which I thought was a really interesting choice. The chronograph that I was given doesn't have a date window, obviously, but does have Indiglo and does have a little bit more of a silver finish than a white face finish like the Claude does. For those of you that want the hard numbers, it is a 38mm diameter, it's a 9mm thickness, and it is 130 grams in weight. So while they have similar face shapes, they are rocking two different internal movements. The Claude, the non-chronograph, has the Miyota GR12 movement, which is quartz-based, and the chronograph has the Seiko VD54 internal movement, which is also quartz-based. Both of the models that I was given are both battery-powered, which I actually prefer. Conte has a variety of face shapes, from square faces to circular faces to this kind of octagonal shape that I was given. I have not tested its waterproof, even though it is rated for 10 atmospheres of pressure. Also, in shipping, it comes with its own tool to be able to take out or add links into the bracelet, which makes it that much easier to not have to take it into a jeweler to get those adjusted, and you're able to adjust that at home to fit your wrist and your sizes. It's a very easy tool. It's just a crank. You're able to lay the bracelet of the watch down on top of it, line up the pin that you are able to push through with the arrows that are directed on the bracelet of the watch, and you're able to extract that pin from the bracelet, extract that link from the watch band, and then insert the pin in the same way that you were able to extract it in the first place. It took me absolutely no time at all, and I was very thankful to have this in the toolkit at home for me to be able to do that myself. So let's be honest, has it stood up to the trials and tribulations that I've been able to put it through over the last 6 months? I have not been kind to this watch at all. I bang it around, I throw it on the desk, I take it to all of my shoots, I bang it on the car probably more times than I would like to admit. I took it on a 3-day shoot in Fort Worth, Texas in the middle of the summer, 110 degrees, and it was not uncomfortable to wear for it being a metal, not necessarily lightweight, but lightweight watch. I'm going to put together a side-by-side comparison because the Claude, the original white face with the date window, I have not worn. I have kept in its case, I have kept in its box, and I have kept untouched, while the chronograph I have driven every single day, and I wanted to do a pretty decent comparison between one that has not been touched and one that I have banged around for the last 6 months of use. All in all, I've had a pleasant experience running this watch over the last 6 months, and I will continue to probably use it as my daily driver. It feels good on the wrist, it's an easy class to take on and off, it's been able to take all of the beatings that I've been able to give to it, and I still enjoy the unique face shape that it brings to the table along with all its other offerings. The Claude non-chronograph usually retails around $380 USD, while as the chronograph usually runs around $450 USD. I recommend go check out their website for all their different offerings and all their different price points with a lot of different colors they have available.